Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance. In this resistance video, sponsored by contribution from Christine. And here's her story. Ollie, it's the daughter of the succubus liar. Almost 6 months, no contact. Still contact with enabler father, so I'm not in compliance with everything recommended when you go no contact. But I cannot think about losing my dad right now. I am no longer discussing my screwed up emotional state with anyone but my therapist. And sometimes husband. I was sounding like a broken wet record. Everything was narcissism, totally engulfed me. I felt disoriented. I have looked for information on online dealing, no contact, what to expect the first year. I haven't found anything helpful. I hope it's alright if I can voice it here. I do have a therapist who is comforting, but I feel she is not as direct as you. See, when you told me your mother never loved you, I rejected those words immediately and was so nervous I couldn't even go there. However, subconsciously something happened. After 2 days, I stopped crying, just like that. I can't cry over her now, even if I try. After re-listening to the Succubus Liar video some weeks later, I heard my mother's complaint list of all the things that were wrong with me. Well, an ironic and depressing thing happened. I became bulimic again after 7 years recovered. She said I was overweight in the letter, and I lost all that weight real quick with going back to my old ways. I was honest with my therapist. We were working on it. The eating disorder came back with an immediate and fucking vengeance. I am so angry at myself, but I am more secure that I am skinny again. This is not how I wanted to lose weight. I was just so angry after being called fat again and again by her. Physically, though, my reflux is non-stop, and I can't keep getting on the scale. Not good, obviously. In the letter, my mother said I was on too much medication from my psychiatrist. Strangely, later that week, my doctor had to double my antidepressant because of the breakthrough panic attacks I started having thinking about what she said. Someone on your channel commented that I was lying about the petition for grandparents' rights and called me histrionic. I started becoming paranoid that I was histrionic. In my head, I was like, maybe I'm histrionic and that's why my mom can't deal with me. I even emailed you proving about the case from a legal perspective, which I guess I should still do, or is that being too sensitive to criticism? Yeah, you're being too sensitive. It could be both. I mean, you can be histrionic, Christine. And the histrionics is what makes it easy for the narcissist to abuse you. My mom said I should be ashamed about calling my childhood abusive. Then I look at all your videos and see the horrible things parents have done to children, and I do feel embarrassed. I dealt with it for 46 years. I mean, why didn't I just shut up and ride it out until the end? Most of your subscribers had it way worse, and they are so much stronger than I am. My mother told me that my psychiatrist was brainwashing me, and I started questioning why I'm putting so much trust in what Ollie is saying. Maybe I'm easily brainwashed. This is no offense, Ollie, as you have predicted everything correctly in my situation and have earned my absolute respect and trust. What am I trying to do here is explain my broken thought process. Then I think every time I send you a video, maybe I'm trying to get sympathy. Am I just an attention seeker? Then I calm myself down by saying I'm anonymous and am following everything you tell me to do is so therapeutic. It's helping me. I'm going to be better for getting this out. Am I gaslighting myself? Well, you're not anonymous. You remember in the second video you said you wanted to start using your name. I mean, your whole name's not out there. You're still very anonymous. It's because the narcissist gets you to disbelieve your own abuse. And yeah, the histrionics is something you're going to have to get control of. The bulimia, I mean, this is a new one with you. I mean, last time I learned about animal hoarding, now it's bulimia. Look, you're going to have to be honest with yourself here, Christine, as well. Yeah, you're abused. Yeah, your mother's a narcissist, succubus, liar. But yeah, you still can be histrionic at the same time. And the histrionics is what is exhausting for everybody. And it's very easy to use those histrionics against you. And you're so histrionic is because, yeah, you are gaslighting yourself. Because here you are, you're still, however many videos we're in that we've proven your abuse over and over again, and you're still doubting it. And here you are, you're confusing getting sympathy with getting validation. There's a difference between getting sympathy and getting validation. And that's what your mother's trying to do by telling you you're being brainwashed by your psychiatrist and your drugs. Okay, she's trying to take that validation from you and make it look like you're trying to garner some undeserved sympathy. Here's one last thing. My husband has no idea what the heck I'm talking about when I try to explain this problem to him. He thinks it would be okay for her to see the grandchildren if he goes with them. No, it's not. It's not. I said no, he didn't agree, as he believed his presence would stop her from saying anything negative about me. Yeah, he's still not getting it. Like, he thinks he can control this monster and he doesn't understand it. Like, look, he doesn't understand the narcissist the monster he's dealing with. I was exhausted and told him, go for it. I can't take it. You text her. And here's your problem, Christine. Your histrionics are leading him to believe her over you. You got to get him under control. So I told him to reach out to my mother and set it up. Only my 15-year-old wanted to go, not my other son. So he texted. The first night, my mother had him up texting until 2 a.m., relentless, saying the same thing over and over. I did nothing wrong. I'm a good mother. Why am I being punished? My heart has irregular beats. My thyroid kicked out. Your wife won't be happy until I'm dead. I want to see my grandkids. How can you allow this? You're the man of the house. You are always responsible. You can work this out. I have been good to you and have treated you like my own son, which is true. Better than he treated you. Better than she treated you. I had to turn the phone off because he couldn't go to sleep. He woke up the next morning to 18 unread texts. Going to work, the texts were rapid fire. He couldn't keep up, and when he wouldn't respond within 5 minutes, she started accusing him of ignoring her. And this is what he thinks he can deal with? When he said he was working and he couldn't respond right away, she said, oh, okay, I understand you're a busy man and you have a lot of pressure on you. More recruiting, right? So from attack back to trying to hoover him into being a flying monkey. And he's not, if he doesn't grasp it, like, at that point, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can't stand my phone pull. I mean, 3 text messages in, I would be like, stop texting me. He dealt with this for 4 days, hundreds of texts, hundreds. He started having diarrhea. Ironically, I stopped the bulimia. For those 4 days, I had no urge. I started to enjoy that he was suffering. Out of the blue, he asked me to send him the link to your site. So here we are, the 5th day, and I have never slept so sound. My husband has been popping Tums left and right. His phone is blowing up nonstop. I have said nothing and can't stop laughing about it to myself. And then I thought, so now I'm a narcissist? What the hell? I'm laughing because he's suffering. How can I do that when I know how he feels? I'm very confused. Because you're getting a taste of what it's like when the narcissist targets someone else. When the target's off your back and on his, she needed a new target. And now it's him. And if he's not grasping why you need to stay away from he's letting his mother-in-law give him diarrhea? Not to steal a line from your mother, but man up, dude. This is your mother-in-law. Cut her out. The reason you stopped having your bulimia, and this is concerning to me, that a girl your age is sticking her finger down her throat trying to make herself throw up to be thin. Like, I'm not one to talk. I mean, I'm basically got my leg hanging off me trying to get thin, but like, what is your husband not grasping at this point? Your mother's a borderline monster. She doesn't stop. This is what borderlines do. They destroy you and make you question everything while they're destroying it. Make you confuse validation and sympathy with validation, or validation with sympathy. You're not seeking sympathy. You're seeking validation. There's a difference. And this should validate the part with your husband. The fact that your mother's teeing off on him is why your bulimia went away, because you don't need to overcompensate. What you need to do is to get her cut out completely out of your life. Completely out of your life. Out of your life, out of his life. You should be like, I forbid you to talk to her at this point. As your husband, I mean, I understand where you come, but this is your husband. You shouldn't want to see him suffer either. And you probably have some resentment now because you're trying to give him now a taste of exactly what's going on. You want to make sure, until he should be able to come to this resolution on his own. Like, wow, I get it now. I get it. We're done with this bitch. How do we get even further away from her? All right, I get it. So my question is about your husband. Does he like having his nuts stepped on? Finally, I'm functioning and fulfilling all my daily responsibilities. The above may seem like I'm on the verge of some type of psychotic break, but no. All of this is happening internally. Discussions I'm having with myself, and I am not schizophrenic. Just processing the absence of my mother, probably not in a normal way. I don't know. Thank you. Christine. Christine. Stop sticking your finger down your throat. You're going to hurt yourself really bad. Really bad. And you're coming close to that line where you're going to cross over. With the histrionics, okay, it's great you're writing in and you're trying to, but you got to get this under control. So you got to have your husband to the point where, at this point where it's no more contact with this woman whatsoever. You need to look at your husband and say, do I want to see him suffer? Or do I want to fix all of this? That's where you're at. Okay, you didn't come here for sympathy. You came here for validation. And that's what the narcissist makes you do. Makes you think your validation is just you seeking sympathy. And it's not. So, I hope that helps. Thank you for another contribution and story, Christine. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.